Good evening, all you beer-drinking fans. I am Jerry the Bachventini, introducing you for the first time on What's Your Poison's Beer Versus. I'll tell you one thing, I've been to a lot of events. I've been to the Motown Beer Festival. I've been to the Frogtown Beer Festival. I've been to Beer Under Glass out in Chicago. I've also been at Beeromania at most of the dive bars here in the United States, but never have I ever been at What's Your Poison's Beer Versus. We have a grudge match tonight. The host of What's Your Poison, Wildman Wes, stepping up against Pilsner Hotman over at the Beer Reviewers Worldwide. There's something about Pilsner that I really appreciate because he tells it like it is. Wes, on the other hand, he knows his stuff, but he's got a lot to learn. So, Wes, Pilsner, why don't you take it from here?
Thank you, Jerry. As he mentioned earlier, I am Wildman Wes, and this is What's Your Poison's Beer Versus Beer. Alongside me on the other side of the studio is none other than Pilsner Hotman, who apparently is the advocate for beer reviewers worldwide. Pilsner, thank you for joining us, even though I can't necessarily give you the distinct honor of being next to me. But it is what it is, right?
Ha, Wes, I finally see that you got to your good senses and had me on your beer versus beer reviews. So, I understand that you think that you know so much about beer and I don't. Well, when it comes to this beer versus beer review, I have something that you have probably had before, but I guarantee it's probably not as good as you think. So why don't you open up your bag and I'll give you a run for your beer money's worth.
Really?
Voila, Wes! We have the Jalapeno Pepper Ale from Bent River Brewing in Moline, Illinois. Yeah, your neck of the woods, right? Well, they say that there's 150 pounds of jalapeno peppers put into this beer. I want to see how this plays out, because I do love me a little bit of heat, a little bit of spice, a little bit of excitement. Just like your boy with his Slim Jims, right? Oh, there is a kick to this. May not be the GOAT, may not be the greatest of all time, but, well, let's have a sip. There's a kick to it. Not as much as I was expecting, but nonetheless, not bad. Did you notice for a second that I didn't drink out of a glass? I'm not high class like you. I'm gonna be me, real, to the extreme. And when I say extreme, this is not extreme. This is 3.5 out of 5 at best. No, I'm gonna say 3.25 out of 5 pows. Kinda spicy, but not quite. So, I want to hear what you have to say about your so beloved breweries from your hometown.
Oh, Pilsner, I get it. You think that you've just gotten the upper hand on all this. Well, okay, fine. You want to play that game? I want to play that game too. I don't need a glass either. We'll go savagery just like you do. Yes, the Jalapeno Pepper Ale from Bent River is very, very good. I've had it many a times before, and I can't remember if I actually reviewed this back in the day. However, I'm going to have a sip, and I'm going to talk about what I think about it. Yeah, 150 pounds of roasted jalapeno peppers in a batch is pretty good. It's got some kick to it. I could say that maybe the heaviness of the body can be a little bit discerning. However, the spice is on point. I would probably say due to the body because of the fact that if you have too many of these, you're probably going to be roughed up by the next morning. Grade-wise, I would probably give it 3 3/4 pounds out of 5. So, yeah, okay. you've made your point.
Well, I'm glad to see that you don't feel that your own hometown beers are perfect. Well, what did you bring? Let's see it. Come on, bring it up.
Well, Pilsner, there's an answer to that too, because now you get to try the beer that I have.
What the hell is this?
You weren't expecting this, were you, Pilsner? From Kincaid Brewing in Broken Bow, Nebraska, we have Devil's Gap Jalapeno Ale, and this is 5% ABV. And I have a feeling that as much as I appreciate and love the jalapeno ale from my hometown area of Bent River, this one probably has a little more kick to it. Smelling it already, yeah, I'm already getting it right on the nose. I'm starting to burn a little bit. I'm starting to sweat more than I was when I had my hometown beer. Let's take that sip. It's a lot more mellow, but the bite is still there. Now that I think about it, after I have a couple more sips, which I will, my grade on this one, 4 1/4, because this is very, very good, and the spice and the heat makes you want more, but also tries your patience on how much you can handle. So tell me, Pilsner, can you handle the heat?
Fine. You played my game, Wes. Now I'm gonna play yours. Okay, you're right. You're right. This is rather spicy on the nose feel. Oof. All right, I'll take a drink. Fine, you win. It's actually really good. I like this one. Actually, I like it very much. And you know, you said it best with your grade. I'm gonna say something a little bit more at 5 out of 5 pows, because I enjoy this so much, just so your Bent River doesn't win. And this is rather spicy. I do enjoy it very well, actually. I enjoy this so much that I'm gonna have one more drink and I need to settle down. Oh, what's happening to me? What did you do to me, Wes?
I'm glad you see the error of your ways, Pilsner, because you had an idea that you thought you had the upper hand by taking a beer from my hometown area and giving it a lower grade just so it would lose, to make me feel like I was gonna walk away with my tail tucked between my legs. However, there's one thing you forgot. A wiser fellow than myself once said, which I will paraphrase, just when you think you've got the answers, I change the beers. And yes, as much as I love Bent River, Kincaid's Jalapeno Ale is definitely a lot spicier. I wouldn't say perfect, but Bent River has a lot more work to do on theirs. And I hope that if they do a revamp of it with something different, I look forward to drinking it. So, Pilsner, thank you for being a part of this. I'm glad you've seen the error of your ways and helped me understand that I am not always perfect, and I have a lot more to learn from people like you. So,
no.
Thanks for being on the show.
No, that's not fair. That is not fair. This was not the rules. No, I am not gonna deal with this. No, I was supposed to win fair and square, even if I did change the rules a little bit. This is bull. I'm not dealing with this. You know what? I'll be back, Wes, and I'll have something better in store down the line. You just wait, but I need time. You know what? Bye.
Yeah, you do that. Hippity hop to the barbershop. Back to you, Jerry.
Well, you heard it from the tap, folks. Wildman Wes's beer won, even though at the cost of losing a match with the beer from his hometown. I gotta say, that was really impressive what he did, because what Pilsner Hopman did was a display of cowardice. What Wildman West did, he knew he could have used Bent River to win that match, but he decided to go a one-up with something different, and he won. And that was a good thing that he did that, because otherwise, he could have been walking out of here losing his show. And a good thing he didn't, because Wildman West, he does a good job. Pilsner, you got a lot to learn, and I know that because I'm the Bach, and I know my stuff, and I tell it like it is. Otherwise, we wanted to thank you for watching this episode, but make sure you check out our sponsors at Hefe from Beer You Beer Me, as well as Beard Wizard Man on YouTube, because they do a lot of great stuff. Other than that, I am Jerry the Bach Ventini, and we will see you next time on What's Your Poison, because Wildman West is in the holiday spirit, because he's got an Advent beer calendar from Iowa, and he's going to make sure that you, the fans, get to enjoy something through the holidays. Take care, and as always, cheers!